Are you looking for a new destination in Japan that is well off the beaten path of most tourists? Well, today let me take you to the island of Shikoku, specifically the north of Ehime Prefecture, a place famous for oranges, towels, and bukkake. Let's see how this domestic business class flight is going to be. I'm on seat 2A. Never flew business class on a domestic flight here in Japan. And today we're going on JAL. So this one is from Haneda to Matsuyama. I want to go see my friends. I want to go do a bit of fishing. And yeah, let us see how the flight's only 1.5 hours. I have no idea. Will I get food? Will I not? How is the seat? I mean, it's not lie flat, I know that, but how comfortable is it going to be? So let's check it out. So as you just heard, I was feeling very posh and had decided to pay for business class. Now, domestic business class is usually about $15 to $20 more expensive than economy. So if you value, a bit of leg room or extra space, it's well worth the money. Now, on this flight specifically, they had us 2 seats on either side, and I got the window seat. That was going to prove to be very crucial because there are some amazing views to be had out of the window. Now, finding a place off the beaten path doesn't happen that easily, and indeed I was lucky enough to find this place simply because I met somebody or a family that come from here, and I met them on my travels, and this has now become a firm favorite of mine, this place. I try to visit them every time I go to Japan, and that's not only because of them, but because it's such a wonderful experience to be there. You really feel like you're in a bit of a more traditional, or let's say authentic Japan. Now, personally, I recommend flying there if you're coming from Tokyo, because it takes about 1.5 hours or so to fly, and if you were to go by train, it would probably take you about 8 hours, 7 or 8 hours. It is 5 hours from Osaka, so that should let you know it is not exactly on the general route that most tourists take. But believe me, the flights are much cheaper than taking the bullet train, and also much quicker. And you get even better views as far as I'm concerned. Now, I was lucky enough to be picked up by my friends, but of course there are numerous public transport options or taxis to get you into town. Now, our first stop was the Dogo Onsen area. If you're unaware, the Dogo Onsen is what the famous movie Spirited Away is based on. Now, before we look at this famous onsen, there's a little shopping arcade and some nice, I don't know what you can call them, attractions outside, like the steam train, and of course the clock tower itself that shows naked old bathing men. Yes, very Japanese somehow. But as I mentioned, this is a real authentic Japanese place, so you won't be finding those kabukicho or, Akihabara style lights around here, but it is still a very nice experience. Now let's go into the shopping arcade, and the first thing I want to show you is this orange juice shop. And let me tell you, if you're a fan of oranges, then this is the place to be, probably the best in the world. There are over 18 types of orange juice here, sometimes even more than 25 types depending on the season. But this is the place to try probably every type of orange juice that exists. Now, it is actually orange juice on tap. That means the taps actually let orange juice out in all different types. They're all explained with acidity, sweetness, and bitterness and so on. So this is a great place. You grab 5 cups, you fill up your 5 different juices that you want to try, and you pay. It's very, very affordable, and you get to try 1,000,000 types of orange juice. If you love orange juice, like I said, this is your dream destination. There's everything from super bitter European style orange juice to ultra sweet tangerine style. So, go in here, enjoy yourself, and try all of the flavors of this prefecture from one single shop. Now, this is quite off the beaten path, and so in this case I was actually supposed to get the 5 cups and pay for them, but I didn't realize that, so I just started drinking from the cups as soon as I filled them up. But as tourists are not often seen here, I suppose, at least not Western tourists, I was forgiven for my faux pas, and yes, able to pay afterwards. So, don't be an idiot like me, and make sure you read the rules on how to operate this whole place. But all in all, 100% worth visiting. There are countless other shops here with all kinds of delicious food. There's even a 10 yen shop where you can buy sweets, but there's basically too much to show you. This is the whole joy of coming here, is come and explore all these amazing shops. But what I do want to show you is the Dogo Onsen itself. This ancient onsen is the inspiration for the movie Spirited Away. Now, we didn't go into the main onsen as that's usually for adults and there's a specific set of rules that you have to follow. But me and my little buddy here decided to have our own little onsen experience just next door and also enjoy a delicious cheese curry pan while dipping our feet in the nice healthy waters. Now, of course, there's also the Dogo Park, which is a very extensive park that you can visit. Lots of trees and the sound of cicadas permeates the air, ponds, lakes. It is a beautiful place to go, walk around, enjoy and relax. After completing our little round of the park, it was time for us to move on to the other side of the peninsula, and that is to Imabari. Now, the drive to Imabari or the bus to Imabari follows the same route and is one of the most scenic mountain passes that I've had in Japan. Really a very, very cool experience to go up through the tunnels and down the other side of the hill. And if you're as lucky as I am, you will witness a double rainbow. I feel like the true beauty of places is captured in moments, and this was one of those moments. Looking at these traditional houses, a little bit of drizzle, a beautiful sunset, a double rainbow, peaceful, quiet. This was just one of those moments that is just so Japan. And entering into the port city of Imabari, we were also met with a fantastic, beautiful sunset. And indeed, our first port of call was sushi. Yes, we are here near the ocean, and I'm going to show you where the fish are caught because we're also going to go fishing. But first, I'd like to show you my absolute favorite Japanese sushi chain called Hamazushi. I've made a whole video just on this sushi place and on Imabari in general, so please have a look at those videos. But for today, let's have a quick peek at what this amazing, very good value sushi restaurant has on offer. And what is good value, do you say? It is 36 plates of sushi, plus noodles, plus alcoholic drinks, all for under $80 for 4 people. I'd say that's a steal. And where does some of this amazing sushi come from? From the ocean, right on the coast of Imabari. This is a place that is very famous for fishing and specifically for red snapper.
Can't explain how excited I am, how amazing it feels to be awake so early in Japan, going fishing, like mist on the mountains, and fish in the sea. Very, very exciting. All right.
If you're interested in fishing, you can rent a boat or get a guide and have some of the best fishing in Japan, in the world, I would say. And so if you're interested in fishing, please check out my other video that, is much more in depth on fishing. But here you can see what it's like to go with a guide and a buddy and fish for some snapper. And yeah, there's almost a guarantee, I would say. Every single time I've gone, we've caught at least 10 fish. So, I'm pretty sure one is at least a guarantee. And you do catch sharks sometimes, so that's quite exciting. For more stuff on Imabari, like their famous towels and other lookout points, please check out my other video. And if you're not really interested in fish food-wise, I can tell you there is one more thing that you can eat in Imabari that is very, very famous. And no, it's not ramen, it is bukkake. Yes, guys, bukkake is a real thing and it's food. It is not what we in the West know as bukkake. Indeed, this here that you're looking at is a bukkake restaurant. And bukkake just means a noodle dish, in this case udon, with lots of different stuff that you can add to it. Now, it's impossible to eat this food without smirking, and the most shocking thing is that nobody here really understands or even knows what bukkake is used for, the word is used for, and instead it's a very innocent meal. So yes, we went as a family to eat bukkake. Now I can tell you that this is actually unbelievably delicious. I think it's a type of udon called sanuki udon, if I'm not mistaken, and you get these tempura dishes or different fish and squid and other items that you can add to your meal, and it is simple, but it is unbelievably delicious. And the noodles, very, very, very chewy and springy and just a dream to eat. Now I hope you liked my little video on this place. I can absolutely recommend it. It is very different from Tokyo or Osaka, but I can say that the people here are friendly, they're excited to see tourists. The everyday life that you enjoy here is very serene and calm. There are castles and so many things to do, if you like calm and serene things to do, of course. But in general, this is somewhere that I feel that people should visit. It's just a taste of real Japan, and I hope I was able to show that to you. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next week. See you there.